Hi, Ellie. My name's Alex. I'm just doing this, I guess, what we call a school project for the MBA course that I'm doing at the moment. Just want to give you a quick call, so kind of to get an idea of how, I guess, the gamers think about things and kind of trying to do a bit of customer profiling to have a better understanding of what are the preference for the gamers these days. Is that all right with you?
Oh yeah, fantastic. Oh yeah, I'm happy for that. And I'm a gamer, so I think I can provide my honest view on your questions. So yeah, just one question. Can I record like our conversation? So I will use it for my channel content.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Do you?
100%.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic. So do you have anything you want to say to my viewers?
Oh, yes. Please subscribe, like, and share. I think her channel is great. It's
Oh,
one of the
thank
best
you.
channels I've seen for a very long time for the gamers. So if you're listening or if you're looking at this video now, please do subscribe, share, and like.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
Can you do a bit of introduction of yourself? So, as in, what do you do? How old are you? And what do you do for work?
My name is Ellie, and I'm 3 old. My highest level of education is master, and I'm currently employed as in program management. As you said, this interview is for gamers. I've been playing games since I was 5 years old. Yeah, that's pretty much all about me.
Okay. Well, you just mentioned that you've been gaming starting at a very early age, around maybe 5 years old. Um, could you tell me your what's the reason for you to start gaming and what brought you into this kind of space?
Yes, I played the game since I was 5 years old. I don't know if you know there was once we had a console. It's called 小霸王. Do you know that?
Yeah. I've heard about
Oh
it.
yeah. So this console is a red and white game imitating Nintendo. So I play those games like Mario Brother, Battle City with my dad and my grandfather when I was younger. So those memories can no longer go back. Then I stopped playing console games until we got our first computer. So I started play my very first games from that console, 小霸王.
Uh, okay, so it's kind of like a family thing that that you can start. You started playing at an early age with a family, and that's where you started, right?
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah, and so do you have any kind of gaming habits? And so I guess like that could vary from I guess like from just playing by yourself, or do you play with friends? Do you do social gaming, things like that?
It really depends. So some games are just better with people, like mobile games. Do you know the game League of Legends?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to assume that you are also a gamer, right?
Kind of like I'm not really a hardcore gamer, but I do play games for leisure. So like you
Yeah.
said, League of Legends is one of the things that I play.
Okay. Yeah, like I do enjoy playing most story-driven game by myself because they don't have most of them don't have a multiplayer gaming mode. So I think my greatest memories are from gaming nights with my school mates when I was younger, and I know I will never have nights like those again now. And nowadays, when I'm in game, I keep something running in the background, like Netflix and YouTube. So just I don't feel like I'm by myself. So when friends and families around, definitely party games because these games can be played on Nintendo Switch and like it's really good for friends gathering.
Yeah, that's great. So and then in terms of like the kind of gaming that you do, then you mentioned you play games on computers, on consoles. Do you play games on the phone at all?
Good question. I don't really play mobile games myself, but I don't understand there is a huge audience there, right? So
Yeah,
I have a couple reasons. First one is the screen is quite small and the controls are not good to use, which I'm not able to get really good gaming experience like what I could get from computer games and console games. So to be honest, I've tried a few mobile games on and off. You are not able to continue unless you pay. Those and also those mobile games are designed to like maximizing the profits. If you didn't want to pay, and it forced you to sit through the advertisement, so which is really annoying.
that's a very interesting point. I've never really heard about it.
Yeah,
So thanks for
what is other
thanks for the
game?
insight.
So what is other gamers point on that? I'd love to hear that.
Um, I think like they really didn't touch on those things. I think all the gamers that have been spoken with, they are pretty heavy towards the console gaming. So they don't really have the issue with mobile games, and I think most of the responses that I've got so far, they they kind of emphasize that like mobile gaming is really more as in some sort of lightweight compared to the real hardcore gaming. So a lot of them not really kind of like having too much of faith or credit into the mobile gaming. That's the main reasons that they kind of I guess I would say move away from mobile gaming.
Mm-hmm.
But that's pretty much like that most people tell me.
Yeah, fair point. Fair point. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like that's great. So and then I guess what another thing that we're trying to understand is the purpose of gaming. So what does gaming do for you? Like do you as in, how do you feel when you game?
Um, I so just keep it simple. Playing game make me feel good, like the endorphins, because game can trigger the release of the endorphins.
Yeah.
Like so it can make me feel good, feel heroic. You just enjoy it just for the sake of enjoying, right? And besides that, and you can learn new things. Example like the game Assassin's Creed, Subnautica. When playing these games, you are not only having fun, and you are also learning about the history, story. While you are in the game, you can also get a sense of accomplishment when doing those quests. So, and also like when I was younger, I was in favor of competitive games. I reckon it was time well spent because I've also made many good friends from there, and years later we are still in contact.
Yeah, 100%. I can relate to that as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
some of my best friends these days that we kind of
Yeah,
connected through
yeah,
games, then we kind of stay in touch in real life. That's really something
yeah,
that
yeah.
is wonderful coming out of the game, the
That's
whole gaming
true.
thing, I think.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about how you go about choosing the gaming consoles. What are the consoles that you own, and what are the I guess the driving factors for you choosing certain kind of gaming console?
Mm, so in the current market, the console gaming pie is shared by PlayStation, Xbox, and the Switch. In terms of choosing them, I will consider what games that this console have. What I meant are the exclusive games.
Yeah, that's great. I think that's what most people will go for. It's really content driven.
Yep.
Yeah, and then okay, so this might sounds a little bit weird, but then do you have any kind of brand of choice, or would you consider yourself as someone that is very loyal to one brand or some specific brands?
I don't think I'm loyal to any brands. Like what I said before, I chose consoles all because of what games they have.
What about the phones? And what kind of smartphone do you use?
I'm using an iPhone 13 Pro.
13. So
Yeah.
that's the latest model.
Now latest model is 14, right?
I must be very, very old in that sense.
Okay. What
But
is
that's
your
all good.
model?
I can't remember. I think it's probably like iPhone 10 or something.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not really kind of like keeping up to date to that.
Mm.
But that's great. So do you have is there a reason why you choose iPhone?
Oh yeah, that's a good question. Like, yes, I've used the Apple product since iPhone 5 or iPhone 6. I don't really quite recall, but yeah, my first iPhone is iPhone 5. So the reason I kept using Apple product is because it's ecosystem. Like, Apple is not perfect, but I have already adapted to its ecosystem, like iCloud, iPad, iWatch, AirPods. So if I have to choose a different brand of a smartphone, other Apple devices will all need to be changed. So I don't really want that hassle.
I guess like that's the same for me as well. I'm like so deep into the Apple ecosystem now. So like everything that I use, like even like the cloud service that I use is all linked up to the iCloud. Um, so on that point, let's just assume if Apple's in sort of way, how would you feel about it? I'm going to buy one.
Interesting question, and I'm looking forward to that product because I reckon Apple gaming console must have the best design among all other consoles. Like also like iOS is a huge games platform, and but it has never got like a triple A titles game. So I would reckon if Apple can get some exclusive games.
That's interesting because like what we're trying to do here is it's trying to kind of do a bit of I guess what we call meta segmentation, trying to kind of look into who are the potential buyers for certain kind of products and service. And then what we're trying to do is trying to look into the I guess what we call the feasibility for the Apple kind of gaming console. And then, so I think what you described is pretty much in line with what I would say. And personally, I think that'll be very interesting. And again, I think that comes back to your point that the discussion is going to be very much content driven. Like if there's going to be a good, if there's going to be a very good game, you probably will like to kind of try it out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And in terms of the features or the, I guess, the capabilities for this imaginary kind of a console product, what would you like that console to have?
Like I want the console to be integrated with the screen. So the iPad does have the console ability and can also have the screen features as well. So and it can be played as anywhere that you want, in the car, in the bathroom, and in the kitchen. And you can use a phone as the controller to control your moves in the game.
That's really interesting. Okay, well that's great. So I guess that's pretty much what we really wanted to know about the consoles. We have another kind of very I mean, I'll say this question is probably not specific for you, but then if you are a parent, I don't know you don't have any kids at the moment, but then if you're a parent, would you buy the gaming console for your child or for your kids?
Yes, definitely. Like when I was a younger girl, and I've got a console, and it was a really nice experience to have that, and I could play it with my parents, and it was a really like good memory in my childhood. So yes, I will. And when they were old enough, I think buying a game console would give some options for the kid that they can have the chance to build a connection and a collaboration with their friends as well. And yeah, the answer is yes.
And would you kind of go with the same kind of strategy, pretty much content based in terms of the decision to buy, or was it going to be depending on other kind of factors?
So if the kids are still young, and I'd consider Switch console as a start, because their own brand games are all family friendly, which are also safe for the kids to play and less violence.
Yep, yep. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. All right, cool. Well, I guess that's all I really have to ask. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. I really, really do appreciate that. Do you have any questions for me? All these steps, well, it's going to be stay, I guess, like private, so nothing's going to be traced back to you. So all we're going to do is we're going to have we don't have your name, so any little tag is just going to be, a profiling of a gamer. So just be confident, like we're not going to share this with anyone else.
Okay, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, thanks for that disclaimer.
No worries. Well, thank you so much for this. And
thank you so much.
I will do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll probably stop here, and
Yeah.
but I guess like if you're listening to what we're talking right now, please do remember to like, subscribe, and share this video.
Oh, thank you, Alex. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Ali. Bye.
Bye.